4A Sectional 19, we got East Noble at Northwood, Columbia City at Northridge, Wawasee at Plymouth, and DeKalb at Angola. When you look at this sectional, you got to circle that one matchup between East Noble and Northwood in the first round. East Noble 8-1, Northwood 6-3. What do you see as being the biggest factor in this one? Because those are two teams that could very well win this sectional when it's all said and done.
This is a game where it's a big trip for East Noble. Maybe not as long just because they're up there in Kendallville anyway, but they're going on the road. You just cannot be flat. You need to come out and be ready to play from the first snap. You fall down a couple scores at Northwood's going to be tough to pull to get back into that game. Northwood just beat Plymouth last week. That's a huge win. Plymouth highly ranked in their class. So it's the best game easily of Friday night, that's for sure. And you know, East Noble gets that good win against Belmont, and they get no breaks. Now they have to go on the road. Both of those 4A sectionals are just loaded with talent.
Yeah, if you're East Noble, you're coming off that win against Belmont. Belmont was obviously playing really good football at the time. First half was a little bit slow. Second half, East Noble turns it on. How do you continue that and, I don't know, maybe use that as a springboard going into the playoffs? Because like I said, you know, first half against that Belmont team was close. Second half, they really turned it on.
I think it's a confidence factor, especially offensively. I think you looked at Andrew McCormick, who struggled in a big game against Leo earlier in the season. And Belmont, a quality defense, and he was really able to have some success. And I think with him, a sophomore quarterback getting confidence, huge for them, huge for him. That offense looked pretty good against Belmont. So continuing that, getting some good momentum in Week 9, beating a quality opponent, getting that share of the NE8, and now you have to go on the road against a tough Northwood team. They should be ready to play.
DeKalb versus Angola on the bottom half of that bracket with Wawasee against a 7-2 Plymouth team. We've talked about Plymouth, but DeKalb Angola, this is a rematch of Week 1 in which DeKalb won 26-20. This could be one of the more competitive ball games that we're going to see in a slate of ball games that are really haves versus have-nots in a lot of cases.
Yeah, on paper this looks like a quality matchup. DeKalb really, I don't know what happened last week. I mean, they just didn't show up against Leo, so you kind of question them going into this week. Angola's kind of been up and down too. I mean, they've played pretty well at times. Other times they've kind of struggled. So, yes, in terms of games where we're desperately looking for good matchups, that's definitely one of them.